but I didn't want to push it. The third one was filling up slow. So I was like, okay, we'll keep it at 3. Cheers, let's get some meat. Let's randomize. All right, randomizing. I added a smaller break, but then I took it down. We're just gonna leave. We're gonna leave it to the feast for tonight. All right. All 3 breaks are randomized. Bro, I think the fourth one would have been pushing it. I think 3 was the perfect number. The next set that's coming out, we'll have a release for it. I have to check the exact date we're getting it in, but there'll be a release for it. Every set we have a release. What's up, idiots? I'm new here. You believe release is next week? I'm not sure. I'll ask Nick tonight. I haven't been paying attention. Because stuff has just been so crazy. I still don't have Ultra Balls. I don't even care. All right. Let me get this list. Are we on hold here or taking an elevator? You know, you're getting a little bit of attitude tonight, real man. What's going on, dude? It's because I have the not. There we go. I thought you were saying that because you were waiting. Kirch, I added for Fourth Feast. I added 2 highlights to the gaming channel. One of them was a headshot through double box for the win, for the clutch. Both ranked matches I played yesterday went into overtime. I won both of them, and both of them I had to like clutch. I think it was on Sunday. Was I not? I may have been busy Sunday. I haven't gotten one yet, but I did see them. I was definitely busy last Sunday. I'm sorry. I was on Tuesday and Thursday, though. I didn't get like a crazy good look at them, but I need to. I traded up to a pink skin that's worth like the Glock Axia, and I think that's like $68. So I was pretty happy about that. Really? Are the terminals the ones where you keep saying no deal until you get something good? Or is it literally just called like terminal as the set? Oh, okay. I mean, if I get them, it'll be pretty hard not to buy them. Because it's the only way you can get them, unless you buy them on market, right? People will probably pull them up for double. For sure. I love how they're putting all this effort into new skins, but I played 2 games today against blatant cheaters, and they were like literally dropping their Discord every round they won. I don't know if it'll let you post link in here. It's a good song, but not in the mood for it. The spiky helmet. Also, I was out of graded cards for the feast, but I'm going to compensate for it. Last hit of the break gets a $25 gift card, and I will give it to you right as the break ends. I would have had enough for like one, but I didn't want to do it for just one and not the other 2. Real man. Asking for more. I'll do the last 2. That's fine. As if the value isn't good enough with all the hits that are going to be coming out of the break, but that's fine. I'll agree with it. You will, dude. Relax. What's up, Chris? I haven't seen the Brock card in a very long time. Getting all the gym leaders. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at them. Because I have the case hardened gloves that say sport on them. How's it going this fine day? It's really windy by me. Like violent windy. And supposedly we're supposed to get maybe snow. I was looking at a projection, and it looks like my area is going to not get really that much snow. It'll be like a wintry mix, it said. That's an alt Mega Kangaskhan for colorless. Carter. Yeah, I'll trade you. Kart's legit. I went from having potential like tornado, but we had thunderstorms, to snow the next morning. It's probably why I still sound like this. Like Illinois got hit with like a big tornado. Washington got snow all day today. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, probably. The Delibird. You couldn't stand being there raining all the time? Red flag fire warnings, what? No, I understand, but like why? Is that like it feels like it's a like there's a lot of rain, a lot of snow. It doesn't seem like a dry time of the year. Maybe your area, I guess. You're in a super drought? And it's funny because all the weather starts right in Colorado pretty much. Oh, I've always liked the weather stuff. Like I've always like been like a tornado nerd as a child. I usually like talk about it when it's like crazy stuff. That's crazy, though. So, like, would that cause, like, nosebleeds then? Because it's super dry? Probably, right? It causes everything. But 60 and dry is not the same as, like 90 and dry. But you still feel it. What, for like weather stuff, Chris? I wanted to go storm chasing, like, and pay like a professional to do it, not do it myself. God no. That's how you die. Because I do not have the equipment or the experience to do that. But I was looking up like what you have to pay for like trips like that, and there's like no guarantee obviously that you're gonna see anything. And it was like $7 grand. I was like, I don't know. And that's definitely something you don't want to cheap out on. You don't want the cheap option for storm chasing because that's also how you die. You're going to get the guy that gets way too close, doesn't know what he's doing. That Marsh Shadow. I mean, with 3 feasts, it's going to be hard not to see something crazy tonight. I'm very excited for these last 2 stacks. We saw Gold Lucario earlier this week. We saw Altzard. Died chasing a tornado and messing it up. Exactly. Well, for multiple reasons, I probably won't be coming to that neck of the woods, but I appreciate that. I was watching the documentary about like that one storm chaser who literally just like he was like one of like the first famous storm chaser guys, and he died with like 2 other people in his car. And then I watched the Joplin one on Netflix where that guy literally got like an infection in his body because of the high velocity winds from the tornado, like putting dirt into his skin. I think it was like a fungus maybe. He had to like cut out part of his heart. It like really messed him up. I never heard of anything like that. But he legitimately got sucked out of a car and like survived being in a tornado, like got picked up and thrown around. That would probably mess me up for life, to be honest. I already had lightning strike like way too close to me one time, and that already messed me up for like lightning. Never looked at a thunderstorm the same again after that. Probably like 25 yards away from me, like blew up a light post in a parking lot. probably the loudest noise that I've ever heard. As I was like starting to run to my car, if I would have started running like a couple seconds earlier, I would have been a lot closer to that. Hurricane season? Yeah, I fortunately have not had the pleasure of living through a hurricane, but that's not fun. I'll take the snow with a smile on my face. Also, if we're going to do the last 2 hits for the gift cards, I'm just going to randomize the list. And the 2 people on top, because it's a nightmare trying to remember the last 2 hits. And I know I'm going to mess it up. You live in Northeast Florida, so you don't really get hit too bad by them, just mostly flooding. But that's the thing. It's like, it's such a headache just knowing that, like, your house is going to get messed up. That's an alt Leafeon. Real man. My lord. That is not easy to pull. Oh, shut up. You liar. About time I pull him a card. Oh my god. Back-to-back alts. Okay, something's going on. Chris, that is yours. Bro, back-to-back alts, and like, I don't even know how many packs since I've seen the last one. Also, shut up. I'm pretty sure Chris got crazy hits every break he's been in. I don't know the last time I've seen that Jolteon. It's definitely been a while. No. 3 is enough, dude. I'm keeping it at 3. Well, seeing as Kirch, how it works is they only do 1 print run of every set, despite what any expert on Reddit is going to tell you. No. Whenever something is quote-unquote out of print, that just means they ran out of everything that they had in reserve to release to the public. Yeah, it's been like that. I'm going to be doing this for like 10 years almost, dude. I have yet to get a call, hey, we printed more or something. It doesn't work like that. They use that terminology, and it just, like, it's not accurate. And people get really heated about it, Kirch. I'm happy that you're not one of those people. They're like, no, I read it online one time. You're wrong. And I'm like, I have nothing to gain by being wrong or lying to you. Like, literally. Sheik from Legend of Zelda. So all that means, when Pokemon releases a set, right? They project what they're going to print of that set for every release based on previous performance. They then project upward or downward based on how fast that it sells out. When they say out of print, it just means it's all gone. "10 years of releases, dude. I have yet to receive a phone call saying, hey, we made more Vivid Voltage. Like, no, that doesn't work. That like, every time that someone has claimed that, it's never happened. I'm still waiting. Well, so the fact that there's going to be no more supply coming from Pokemon may be accurate, but I think they should change the terminology from out of print to out of stock. That's more accurate. Because people hear out of print and they automatically assume, oh, they've been printing it the whole time. But I think people take it literally when they're not supposed to. Now, if that information changes, I'll be the first one to tell you. But in 10 years, it's not happened. Because if they never stop printing sets, why can't I just open more Evolving Skies? Why can't I open more Burning Shadows? Like, it's just not how it works. Everything should be on hand then. There shouldn't be a shortage at stores. The logic doesn't make sense. And excuse me, I sneezed. Now, if you say what I just told you, if you post that anywhere on a comment, people will crucify you in the comment section. Because people just love, like, being right about stuff even when they're wrong. And they really don't like when what the first thing they read is challenged. And I don't know why. Couldn't tell you on that. I used to get into so many, like, they weren't arguments to me. I just felt like I was just putting out information. But especially during COVID, dude, people would, like, get heated with me. I'm like, dude, I'm not even trying to argue. I don't know, dude. With Pokemon, there are certain parts of the community that get, like, really snobby about knowing stuff, like card prices. They're like, oh, I know the current value of this. And it's like, yeah, but that changes with every transaction every day. So unless you're buying or selling that specific card, there's no value in knowing that. But, like, they use it, like, as a point of, like, being knowledgeable when it's not. All right, ascend it. We have not pulled the Alt Dragonite yet. I think. Nope. Still waiting on God Packs from both sets. And that will be a booster box giveaway for each. If you're in the break that has the God Pack. Mega Audinia. Oh, crap. I really hope that my garbage can is still outside of my garage. I did not even think about that. It might be gone. It might be like gone. Well, hopefully it's not. Mega Halucha. I don't understand where this wind came from out of nowhere. But like I was watching this tree in my backyard literally just bending in half. And honestly, I hate that tree, so like I was hoping it would just break, but it didn't happen. It was close. The Pikachu. But yeah, Kirch, I gotta show you the clip. Apparently it was like a similar shot to like that happened in one of the CSGO like championships where you wall bang the double box on Mirage. That thing is gone. Please don't say that. That makes me so stressed out for no reason. There was garbage in it though. Okay. I'll have to find the link. That code card is like a slightly different color. It's really weird. Rip, trash, and can. Well, it's going to be somebody's problem. Into silver 10. Attaboy. I'm not going to lie to you, Dom. The new set that's coming out for Hearthstone, like the cards look like a lot of fun. I got to play a rogue deck in Arena that had Deathwing, and it's like really, really fun. Now I'm chasing it, trying to get it again, and it just is not giving it to me. Yeah, I saw it. It'll be there well before then. Yeah, definitely. And grass for the last pack magic. All right, I'm just going to randomize. I'll do it at the end, actually, because then I can do them all at once. And just go down the row. So after break 3, I'm going to randomize each feast list to see who wins each gift card. No, I changed it. And you even said sounds good to me. You liar. Yeah, until you benefit from it. Don't even pretend like you even have a right to be upset about that. No, there's not. You want to know why, Kirk? He's greedy. He's a greedy little piggy. And honestly, I respect it. Solid break overall, though. Yeah, but you also get heat out of every break you're in. Let's give credit where credit is due, my guy. It's not like I'm actually like exactly like sticking you up over here. Still, you did that to yourself. You cursed yourself into not getting an Articuno. And you actually have gotten an Articuno. Just not the one you're talking about. All right, let's line up the next one. So Kirk, he was making such a big deal back in the day about getting a shiny Articuno from Hidden Fates. And he was just locked in on it, focused. And then we had one troll who used to buy in all the time. He was like from like Saudi Arabia or something. Really funny guy. But he was like legitimately just cursing Real Man to not getting the Articuno. And he never got it because of it. 100%. He was jinxing you. Good old Zodi. No, he just... My rule of thumb, Kirch, is if you're focused and locked in on getting something specifically, you're not going to get it. I'm a person who's superstitious like that. Like, when someone says, oh, I always get grass, they're going to keep getting the grass spot because now the universe is just looking at it and like, oh, okay, you still want it then. Don't blame me for your misconceptions, dude. For your own shortcomings. I pulled you a shiny Zard, which is arguably better. Not even arguably. I told you not to like bring folk, especially with Zodi in the chat, dude. We just talked about this too. You were like, who is the guy who cursed me from getting the Articuno? And you literally brought it up. I think it was this week. That could have been a couple people, Blood Moon. At least you're giving me credit where credit is due, Kirch. Yeah, you being one of them, Real Man. Still complaining now. Don't inflate my ego. He's literally just telling me what I pulled him. And I have such a big ego because of that. I'm sorry, Kirch. Kirch, don't tell me what I've pulled you because that makes me have a big ego. All right. Number 2. So yeah, Kirch, like, please refrain from telling me what I've pulled you because that makes me have a huge ego. Pulling heat is still up in the air. Yeah, that's where heat rises. That's just good science right there, real man. Good job. PSA 10 Moonbrand, let's go. The mentality of like not wanting to just be happy about me pulling you a good card. I don't know what to do about that. Angry man. He is trolling, but I have to give it back to him every time. Real man is inherently a troll, and I do love him for it. You know, troll. You actually are. Audrey, you on the treadmill again while watching? Because honestly, like, keep it up. I love that I'm part of your workout routine. No? Okay. Still okay. You're eating a popsicle and playing Fire Red? Let's go. What starter did you go with? Please not grass. Here's the thing. If you do pick the grass starter, one of these like awesome features that you could do is like you just start a new game again. Because I once was a child and made the mistake of having the grass starter. And Dom, thank you for gifting that sub. Bulbasaur is fine. It's not, though. Yeah, but, like, you could just get an Oddish and turn it into Vileplume. That's better. Doesn't learn Leech Seed, really? Even in Fire Red? I just feel like in terms of like weaknesses, Crass just gets destroyed by fire. I know like the multipliers are probably comparable. It just doesn't feel great. What did you just message? Oh, Gloomlearn set? Is Fire Red considered Gen 3? Hey, now you can change the background, Kirch. There you go. So same gen as like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Well, you started a hype train. Thank you. Post game, you could bring in Pokemon from later gens. Right. This top loader has no sides. What are you doing, Ultra Pro? Scamming me? I want my 2 cents. Or whatever the math works out to. Hey, thank you very, very much, Don. Appreciate you. Mega Venusaur. So Dom, you got Trainer this break, you got Water this break. Let's go. Audrey coming in with Water Electric, Dark. Pull you another Prismatic Umbreon. Because as of now, Dom has still the only Umbreon. It took a lot of packs to see it, too. Don't open them, Kirch. You'll thank yourself later. You don't even got to thank me. Don't open them. Because if you wait a year, it's like, it's free money. No, okay, dude. Ultra Pro, what are we doing here? Are we making books? Like it's bedtime? I've never had a stack of 2 like that. You don't want it, dude. There's no value in having a faulty top loader. Other than needing a top loader at one point, and then that's the only one within reach, and then you get aggravated. But yeah, I'm going to sell that, like, it's like a $68 pistol, the Glock Axia, that I traded up into, and then probably buy more passes. Just getting that skin on trade-ups puts me ahead with the passes that I bought. I pulled it once already. Like, actually. That built the foundation of me buying my gloves. I kind of want to sell my knife and then buy a marble fade, to be honest, of the same Huntsman. But I got to find one that's like the proper pattern that I want. All that water just to cool you off, dude. An M9. Like the bayonet. I'm in love with the Huntsman, dude. It was my first knife that I got, and I've just been sticking to it. Anything else would feel wrong. Everyone has their knife, you know? Then the M9. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. See, your favorite is butterflies. I've always loved Huntsman. True. But I don't know what to sell my knife for because it has a squirrel on it. And it's like pretty unique. It's the first time I've ever seen that. So it might take longer to sell. Right. Which I know there's plenty of sites to do it on. I just haven't done it yet or before. Just because usually I just trade up. But if I get the AK, I'm selling that for cash, 100%. CS float is good. Will they tell you if like something is more valuable because of like a case hardened design? Or Korea. I wonder if there's a similar one out there. Because, like, it's towards the tip, and it's very clearly like a squirrel, like, sitting up. And I didn't even pay that much for it, either. I didn't even notice it until after I bought it either, which is hilarious. That's an alt for electric. Well, there's the legendary case hardened knife that has a phallic image on it. And I think that like sold for like $10,000. No other game like has that. Could you imagine if Pokemon had cards that were like case hardened, where every design on like a rare card is unique? That would be nuts. Like for real. The closest thing to that was in the original cards when Wizards was making them, the hollow patterns were all unique. In terms of like how many swirls you get, or even if you get a hollow swirl. Did you see that lawsuit that just came up though? A couple different states are going after Valve for the loot boxes. Being gambling and whatnot. Which kind of makes me happy in a way, because like they should feel some heat for not doing any anti-cheat at all. But it could end up doing a lot of damage. Because if one state rules against them, that could have a cascading effect. Right. Okay. I guess I'm just pulling all the alts tonight from Prismatic. All the Evolution alts. Who's got Psychic? David. That's a big hit. And another trainer for you, Dom. Love to see it. Take a Glaceon or Vaporeon. Vaporeon has one, I think. That was nutty. I think my first my first crate that I ever opened, Kirch, was in college, and it was an AWP Man of War Stat Track minimal wear. That got me hooked. But like I don't open cases that much anymore, really. I'll just rather buy the skin. I'll do the battle pass things that they kind of have now, but not just degenerate opening like 10 cases, hundreds of cases. I still miss betting skins on CS games. Like, obviously you could bet money now, but betting skins back then it just hit different. Opening gloves out of your first 10 cases is nuts. That's like crazy, crazy. sold them for $650. Would they be worth more now? Like how much? I mean, $650 now is $650 now. It's probably the smartest thing to do, to be honest. There's a big difference between the conditions on a lot of gloves too. So minimal wear, like, that's a big. That's sick though. Yeah, most valuable thing I ever. Well, I guess I got the M4 Fade, which that was literally I sold that for like 500. It was minimal wear too. But the float wasn't that good on it, but still 500. It could have been a lot more. Well, the more gold it is, right? It's better usually. The more yellow. I feel like I'm making really good time on these feasts. If you really, okay. I gotta go on that website just to see what I could get for my knife or if it's worth any more. I gotta do some homework on that because it's probably worth more than what I paid for it. Well, it's the case hardened Huntsman. And then it has like the squirrel pattern on it. That Numel is actually really sick. Which it says it when I inspect it, right? Like in game. And what you been up to, Mr. Saxon? You beautiful person. Hope everything's going good with you. CS Float will tell me as well. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious now. I don't think I've pulled this trainer before. There you go, Dom. I think that's the only reason why I didn't. Because like I wanted to make sure that that was the site to use and not literally just get scammed. Mega for alligator. But that's like, okay, so CS Float is a good site then. It's a safe site, rather. Yo, the Mega Gengar. Audrey. I have not pulled that before. First one I've seen. That is not the alt, right? It's hard to distinguish because I haven't seen enough. Especially if I'm seeing it for the first time. You literally can't. That would compromise the whole Bijbuck's integrity. You got that alt Leafeon though in a bunch of cuts. Except that, no. The one thing that doesn't carry over with case hardened, Kirch, is the case hardened gloves are so ugly, and there's no unique pattern to them that I could see at least. This guy. All right, another solid feast, dude. Bunch of alts. We got one more. One more chance for God Pack glory. Yeah, I have the app too. Which makes it really annoying if you ever change phones, but I fixed it. I need to change phones again because my battery is done. Didn't have the authentication? Yeah. It's annoying that I have to authenticate even like 20-cent cases that I put up for sale, but in the same breath, I'm like, yeah, but I'd rather not get scammed and have everything stolen. All right, let's line up the third one. He was on some shady sites. I feel like if you don't have double authentication, you're asking for trouble. Like, it's just like guaranteed you're gonna get your account's gonna get compromised. These days, at least. All right, last one, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's see if we can keep the streak going. We've seen an alt evolution in every break. God Pack would be nice, though. I'd take a God Pack. We saw an alt Zard on Monday, which honestly, I'm kind of feeling a gold in this one. Hopefully an Ascended gold, because I have not pulled one yet. Okay. Where is... Okay, good. I actually opened up the proper amount of top loaders. Like, perfect amount of top loaders. All right. I do need penny sleeves, though, which are right here. All right. Good luck, everybody. And at the end, I will randomize. At the moment, no, Kirch. There's just not enough for me to justify selling booster boxes. Because the primary thing is to have packs for breaks. In the future, when stuff starts to normalize with supply, then yes. But what you can do, like when we have a new release, if you haven't been here for like an actual set release, You could buy out an entire break and it's all yours. Not sealed, though. Because usually we price it to where people like to keep it sealed and then flip it online themselves. And it's like, no, we're doing it to open because we want to see. Well, you'll definitely want to be around. That'll be your best chance to get into a break without everything being sold out. It'll be only that set. There you go. I feel like the illustrators are definitely more obtainable than golds. Which I'm kind of upset that they got rid of gold trainers in general. Oh, Jameson's in this break. So is Mark, Ryan, and Audrey. It's always good to see you, Audrey. Audrey, here's a weird question that I have for you that like people, I guess, don't actually think about if you're here. You said you're playing Fire Red, and this is to everyone in chat, both in the original games and Fire Red, Leaf Green, all that, but Gen 1. That'll adjust over time, Kirch. Okay, so you just get into Viridian City, where the old man wants to teach you how to catch Pokemon before you get by. But you can go left, and usually that's where I catch Mankey, depending on what iteration of the game I'm playing. But if you keep going up, you can fight your rival again. From what I've seen, like, playthroughs do, like the one dude who tries to beat the game with a single Pokemon, and he doesn't battle, he doesn't take that rival battle until the end of the game. Do people skip that rival battle ever? Because I don't. I always take that battle because I just see it as XP. But I guess if you take it early, then you don't get it again later. Maybe it's better XP if you take the fight later. I don't know. I have to like do homework on that. And if anyone else in chat knows what I'm talking about, it's technically the first rival encounter if you take it outside of Professor Oak's lab. Usually has like a low-level Spearow. Well, it's towards the end of the night. I've lost people. They're nodding off. That Lycanroc. Sorry, my voice is getting more and more hoarse as the night goes on. No, I'm not going to do that. Because they were the reason why we're even opening the feast to begin with. Everyone who grabs spots. It's a good looking card. Colorless. Ooh, I like that Salamence. Ryan, very nice. Forgot about that card. It's been a minute since I've seen that. Mega Lucario. Mega Sigma. Dude, I made crazy good time on Triple Feast. There you go, Jameson. Jameson. We'll probably watch the replay in the morning. Either that or he's just lurking very quietly in the background. But yeah, Kirch, I hit like 75, over 7,500 in Premier. Got 2 games in a row with cheaters, so lost, but like, I think my win rate this season's like 60%. So like it's like 1 or 2 losses, and then I just skyrocket upward. Apparently, according to CS stats, in 1v1s, I'm like 62% favorite. So I've won 62% of all 1v1s. Those stats are like really like cool to look at. I don't, but I should. It's just another thing I log into, right? That's pretty much what CS... Well, CS stats is like kind of like your account lifetime. Will it catch stuff up? Like, will it catch games up after you add it? I don't see why it wouldn't. Because it's just reading the data that's in the background. Right, but will it catch up all the games that it missed after adding it, like post adding it? Maybe not. Really? I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't, because like all the data is there. I'm sure it does. I don't see why it wouldn't. Because what? It's pulling the data off of your, like, past games. And then using that to, like, populate. Ooh, that's a big card for Dark. Audrey. Gorgeous alt. Well, that's what, like, I'm definitely trying to do. Like, despite having games with just blatant wall hackers, sometimes I win those games too. I like seeing where I can improve. Like, a lot of those, like, warm-up shooting maps I've been doing every time before I start playing. And I've noticed, like, a remarkable difference. It was worse when I was lower, believe it or not. Like, when I was around 4K, it felt like every game. As I've gotten higher, it's felt a lot less. But definitely towards the weekend, I feel like there's definitely more. Someone needs to come up with, like, a third-party software that, like, can, like, spam report accounts, which I know that could be used in a bad way, but, like, they need to figure out a way to have that be used in a good way to get, like, VAC bans actually rolling. Because whatever they're doing now is non-existent. Like, it seems like they kind of just gave up. No one's getting actually, like, banned if you check a lot of third-party websites. I mean, the only way that they care is if, like, a significant amount of people stop buying things. They need to go after the companies that make the cheats. Like, that's what needs to happen. That's the only way that, like, cheating takes a big dive. Because it's too easy. People can just download free stuff. And it probably just keylogs their computer. That APOM. Colorless, that is Jameson. Oh, absolutely, dude. I still gotta send you that clip. Both the games that I played on live stream last night, both went in overtime, and I had literally the clutch to win each one. Or at least, like, a really big round. Ooh, this song is about... In games where I feel like I'm like doing bad, I end up like being top frag, and it like I don't know why I feel that way. It's probably like because there'll be rounds where I get 2 or 3 kills, but then die. All I can say is like, Nuke is the worst map, and I hate it so much. It just seems every time I'm on that map, it really does not go well. And there's usually like always someone who's just like really sus. My team is never communicating. There's too many corners to hide in too. Even if my team doesn't communicate, I'm always like calling stuff out, just so like there's something. I think what drives me nuts the most is people talking during like a clutch moment, and they think that they're helping and they're not. That's a master ball. I gotta do laundry tonight. Sorry, I had to reset the pile. More trainer. To buy a new Switch just to play the Poke, I mean, like the remakes you're saying? Or like the newest gen? I would say buying the new Switch in general when you have the other Switch is less worth. Just because it didn't give me enough of a reason to want to buy a new one. But that's more up to you. Well, I literally play any gen of Pokemon. I usually replay like the first 3 gens on my phone. I just emulate it. I mean, you can do it on PC too. But, there are benefits to having a Switch. Okay. Whoa! That was a Demigod pack. Not a full-on God pack, but a Demigod pack. Oh my god. Audrey and Jameson and Ryan. That may have been the best Demigod pack I've ever opened. Umbreon Espeon out of the same pack is actually disgusting with Pokemon Coliseum. Wow. It looks good, too. And the Radish head. That's actually disgusting. Wow, I gotta go back and clip that. That is for sure. I was so confused because it wasn't in the right position, but then there was another alt. My head did not go to Demigod pack at all. Wow. That is 3 for 3 feasts where we pulled at least one alt evolution. That's actually insane. And already Ascended is popping off. Audrey, I'm very happy that I pulled that for you. Real man right there. Or are you talking about Jameson? Shut up, real man. You got an alt Leafeon today, too. That Mightyena I have not pulled before, I think. Alright, give us a gold Zard for the road. Bro, Umbreon Espeon, like, I didn't realize how cool that was until after it happened just now. Like, after I thought about it for a second. But so 2 of the feasts had 2 alt evolutions, but each feast had at least 1. I did call it earlier, Audrey. I said Prismatic Umbreon. I'm going to have to go and find that. I think I said it after last break, because you weren't in the first one, right? Maybe you were. I think I said it in break 2. I'll have to stitch that into the beginning. So I've pulled like 6 or 7 Demigod packs, but still not a full-on God pack from Prismatic. We're getting closer, though. And that is the second only Umbreon that I've pulled. You and Dominic have the only 2. And I can't tell you how many, like at this point, probably like 20,000 Prismatic packs I've opened. If not more. It's been in every break since it's came out. Another Mega Gengar. I think that's your second one, Audrey. Haven't seen the card once, and you got both of them tonight. That is so crazy. Regular Mega Gengar. So it is the alt. I think. Maybe. What a bang to end on, dude. All three feasts were good. This one was nuts. And a Mega Hawlucha for the road. Mark, that is yours. Well, yeah, because it caught me by surprise. I thought, like, it was just a hit in the wrong spot. Then I saw the Umbreon. I was like, oh. Holy crap, dude. Monday is going to be nuts. That's all I got to say. Like, it's so primed up right now. All right, let's go over these hits, and then I'll randomize for the gift cards, and that'll be it. But my gosh. Well, it would be 2 more boxes. It could have been, like, I don't know. I feel like it's perfect size to do multiple. It's not too big where it takes too long. We got through these feasts, like, perfect amount of time. I get that, like, a bigger feast is more appetizing, but arguments could be made both ways. That's going to be a fantastic clip. To pull the Umbreon and Espeon alts out of the same Demigod pack, I've never seen it before. Because, like, it's pretty random. All my other Demigod packs, like, I don't even think had an evolution in them. Maybe 1 or 2 of them. I mean, I'm not against it. Yeah, but 1 of 2, Dom, is still pretty damn good. I was going to pull another one eventually. The thing with the size, too, it's like it keeps the price at a manageable level, too. All right, let me set this up to randomize the winners of each gift cards. All right, I'm going to randomize once. Top 2 will be the winners. So first break is right here. Randomizing once. Matthew and Chris. Second one. David got both of them for number 2 and number 3. Jameson got both of them. That boy Jameson. Had himself a crazy break then. All right, guys. I will be DMing you those gift cards on Twitch. Real man, I might need your help on the Twitch names. But what a night, guys. I'm going to post Monday's breaks tonight and like right as soon as I end the stream. And I'll see you guys Sunday on the gaming channel, maybe. If not, back here on Monday. Other than that, guys, I love you. You're all beautiful. Triple Feast Friday. Maybe we'll go for 4 next week.